bunch more missile turrets going up, and you can see the Terran player is ready to expand. He's transforming his orbital command right now in order to get ready to lay it down. And yes, I did just say the Terran player and a Terran versus Terran. Obviously his name's PlayerX, so my fault. I'm so used to just saying that. People. Look at these Marines just evaporate by this tank fire. This is exactly why you need Marine shields and the upgrades, or rather the armor upgrades for your Marines, because these tanks are just like sweet. We just got a sweet job just mowing down Marines. And all of a sudden, PlayerX is way ahead by about 24 supply, which you can see what a huge mistake that was, to just run your Marines in there like that, haphazardly, all in a tight group so the tanks can't have a lot of fun taking those down. These Banshees are being detected now that this Raven is popping out, but they were also being detected by the radius of this turret, which can't fire that far, but can still see that far. So NuffSaid's army is cleaned up. PlayerX took almost no losses. He lost just a couple of tanks from those Banshees. But this army composition is going to dominate what NuffSaid is putting out. Again, just mass Marines. And I honestly hope that we get to see more Marines just getting completely wasted by tanks again, because it's really funny to see them all run in as a team thinking, oh yeah, we're awesome, we're going to go win, and then blah, their whole army just dies in a nice little exploding pool of Marine parts. In response to this, NuffSaid is actually going to drop a fusion core to try and fight what PlayerX has in the air, I guess I should say. Battle cruisers would be fine, but he's just so far behind at this point. He's going to have a hard time getting those battle cruisers on the field in time. PlayerX has a wide open window, and if you laid down a scan here at NuffSaid's front door, he would know there's only a tiny, squad of Marines, which he should be able to handle just fine with his tanks, and he'll be able to end this game pretty easily. There are Marines spread all over the map here from PlayerX, which, I mean, I guess it's good to have that intel, but I'd rather see those Marines mixed into your army under normal circumstances. You can see 3 battle cruisers are on the way, coming out of these starports. The battle cruiser build time seems like an eternity. It's 90 seconds. A lot can change in 90 seconds, so NuffSaid is getting pretty fortunate here by not getting attacked by PlayerX's superior army. Here go these Marines. I really want to get a close-up on this fight if it happens. We're going to go ahead and follow these guys around and see exactly what happens. I want to see these Marines die. Oh, they're just going to shoot the rocks. Here come the tanks and the Vikings. These tanks went into siege mode, or even not. I mean, they would clobber them really hard, but PlayerX is just going to attack, move in, and say, oh, you're going to stop this army because my army's way better than yours. This is a very standard unit composition from PlayerX. NuffSaid was trying to rely too much on tricks. You can see he's way behind right now. These battle cruisers are on the field, and with this Banshee support, I don't know. I mean, this is a pretty thin Viking count. There's a lot of Marines on the field. It would be, I don't want to say it would be close, but it wouldn't be a pushover like we were talking about earlier, now that those battle cruisers are out. Here comes PlayerX's army knocking on the front door. Here come a squad of Marines in order to try to prevent this, but these Marines are all going to die. Here's what I've been waiting for. Let's watch these Marines die. Yeah, let's go get them. Oh, yeah, you're all dead. Here come the Cloak Banshees in order to try to help clean this up just a little bit. Raven is out, easily detecting these. Battle cruisers are going to focus down the Raven, which is actually a pretty good choice, but these 0-0 battle cruisers just don't put out a lot of damage right now. So the battle cruisers are going to fall easily to PlayerX's 1-1 Marines, and PlayerX is going to easily win this game. As you can see, the supplies are now 158-27. NuffSaid is not even mining, he's just sitting around waiting for his fate. He does say good game and go ahead and leave. So a couple of quick notes there. Again, this was from a gold/platinum level replay. So you can see some kind of the teaching points I want to get to with this replay. It was still a good game to watch. Still had some fun moments. But if you are relying on battle cruisers are really, really tough, but they're not nearly as good at 0-0 as they would be at 3-3, for example. So if you're ever planning on going for battle cruisers, you need to throw down at least one armory and get them upgraded to a point where they're almost impossible to stop. If we take a look at the battle cruiser's default armor, it's at 3. If you get 3 more armor on there, that's 6. And at base, Marines, which are very common to just see Marine tank in Terran versus Terran, Marines only do 6 damage base. So if you get that kind of a matchup, or even if you just have Marines doing 7 or 8 or 9 damage, it's like shooting your battle cruisers with, spitwads. It's not going to do a whole lot to it. So your battle cruisers will have immense durability. They'll have immense damage output, increased by 50% if you get +3 on there, and 50% increase in DPS for any unit is insane. So if you have some big, fat battle cruisers that are able to absorb so much damage and deal so much damage, if you can get them in fairly high numbers along with a good supporting army, they're very, very scary. So in summary, 0-0 battle cruisers versus 3-3 battle cruisers is absolutely no comparison. 3-3 battle cruisers are insane. 0-0 battle cruisers are most of the time just a wasted investment. So that's one thing to note. Secondly, if you're going to rely on Banshee play like this, like we were talking about earlier, don't cloak your Banshees unless you find a good reason to, because NuffSaid actually got a pretty good advantage out of that attack with his Banshees. And if he had gotten in there sooner with just the limited amount of Banshees that he had, you don't need to wait until you have like 12 Banshees or whatever. You don't need to wait that long before you move in. And when you do, don't cloak unless they give you a reason to cloak. He could have saved a lot of energy and thus saved a lot of those Banshees, or done a lot more damage to those Banshees than was initially expected, and put PlayerX in a lot worse position. So, pretty good game there. Leave any comments down below that you might have. I'll be back for more casts very soon. Until then, I'll see you guys later.